Guys, welcome back. We're back on our little peasant lot that, again, was supposed to be a lot tour until I realized I hadn't done anything. Well, in a couple rooms. So we just need to finish off this hallway today. I'm not 100% sure what I even want to do for this. It's mostly just going to be storage clutter is what I'm going to guess. But let's just jump right into it, because it's a hallway. We don't really have to talk about the characters who live in the hallway. How do they use them? No, we're just gonna decorate. This is one of those cases where I don't have to think too much about it, because it's just gonna be cluttered up at the end of the day. I like a lot of these because they look, I mean, it looks like they go, like they're storage items. Except that one looks a little too fancy. Let's do this one. Okay. We do have toddlers on the lot, but I don't want to add more toddler clutter. Don't think I really want to add like a bar or anything in here, because I don't really want them to be using this area very much. I just feel like it will cause a lot of chaos and confusion. But then again, I don't actually know what I want to do with it. I guess I could put a pet bed. Side note, Simbury did an amazing zoological thing, like, oh my gosh. It's amazing. I shared it on my Tumblr, but like, I love it so much. I've always wanted to do like a zoo type thing, but I can never just get it the way that I want it to look, and so I never really have. But yeah, super love it. Super love it. What if we gave him a bird? Like a crow. I feel like they die super easily. But let's do it. Why not? They have kids. Let's give them a crow. That makes sense. Center. If we're gonna give him a dog. Well, actually, I think I got a different one. I was gonna say, we need like it's a bathing fountain basically, so you don't have to wash them in the tub, because that's a pain in the butt. Especially when you are playing a medieval game. Do like a grass bed so they can watch the sheep. Because who wouldn't want to watch the sheep? I know I would want to watch the sheep. And a bone. The shadow will go away, but if you're concerned about that, it does go away. Okay, so we got a dog going on. Got a lot of storage items. We do have a teen boy, but I don't think I want to put that in there. Still haven't had a chance to use the fairies yet. Very disappointed about that. What about like that? I don't mind if they play chess in here. That's not like a deal breaker. Oh, do we have... We don't have hay for the sheepies. I'm so terrible remembering that. It's not hay, though. It's... Wait, is it hay? Yeah, it's hay. Would it fit in here? No. I would totally chuck it in there if it fits. Can we chuck it over here instead? Yes. Glad I remembered that. Also, do I have a water barrel? Water barrel? Yes, okay. Granted, I might want to give them another one. Yeah, I might want to give them another one just so that they can get water for baths and stuff. I'm trying to think of anything else that could go in that space here. I'll put a spigot there. Right. Yeah. Let's do it that way. Actually. Let's do that one. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that's like, besides the chess set, that was all that really, I was like, oh, I don't have to put a fireplace in this area, no one stays, like, they're not sleeping or living in this part, so it doesn't make sense that they would have to have one. I do want to give them stools that don't match. That is a whole vibe. Should I do like a little seating area here? Just something small, like not really a bench, but yeah, maybe a bench. Just something. I have a feeling the rest of this is just gonna be Clutter Town, USA. 'Cause that's my go-to. I like those crates. I don't know why. I do. Did I look at coffee tables already? Nope. I just feel like this is going to be additional storage for them. Like they have their main storage, which is over here. Which, did I use these barrels there? No. Okay. But you can always use more areas to put things. Especially in a big family, like, I'm sure they've just got so much stuff. Even just from the generations. Because a lot of these farms are meant to be generational properties, where they lived on the property in some way, shape, or form for hundreds of years or whatever. Alright, Bone's gotta go outside. Sorry, Bone. Sorry. So to me, it makes sense that they have a whole bunch of stuff. Did I just make it angry? Okay, I made it a little angry, but it stopped being angry. Okay. Lights are important. No, I've been using not those, these. So I will put one there, one here. I like the idea of that, but I don't like the execution, which I want to put lights outside. Those. I just don't think they would have like ironworked ones. What about these? These are an old standby of mine. Decoration time. Here's my moment. Actually, that's cute. Keep that. I mean, I'm trying not to go crazy, but this is me, and I promise nothing. Try not to put too many plants in here though, because it's not a very bright space. Ugh, my headset hurts today. I've been wearing it for too long. I was doing schoolwork before I did this, and yeah. Gotta wear a headset a long frickin' time. We want to give them a beagle. I feel like they should have a beagle. Yeah, like, I don't know why, but eventually my headset just starts hurting my ears. And it's a really nice headset. Like, I don't have that many problems with it. It's just if I wear it for too long. And I think that would happen with really any headset. But I definitely can feel it right now. everybody can't be fishing, even though I would love to make everybody fish. Just trying to find like tools or things that would be okay to be stored in here, or that would make sense. So like gardening stuff. Axe, that's a tool. Jugs, because I love jugs. I think there's a butter churner already in the main part of the house. Maybe these. We can chuck some of these in here, why not? I just want it to feel kind of cluttered, but like purposeful clutter. Like this is stuff that they're storing, so I don't want to do like open spices and stuff. Like this is where they're keeping things, either stuff that they sell to market or that they don't use on a consistent basis. Actually, that kind of looks like the little crook staff things that shepherds had. I don't know, I can't think of the word right now. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. A lot of my clutter go-to items don't work here either. Boots would work. Maybe like cages like they do trapping? Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, I could put a mug on the bench like someone was drinking. You know, casually implying they're alcoholics. Cats, what are you doing? Let's do an empty bucket. Again, this is stuff that's like not actively being used at the moment, so it shouldn't reflect that. There shouldn't be water in the buckets. There shouldn't be food being cut. Oh gosh, okay. Sorry, my leg was falling asleep. Rope. Love some good rope. I'm just trying to get a lot of different options for stuff too, so that I can chuck out what I don't want. I like that broom. Plus this helps me to branch out to use CC that I don't tend to use on my own. Like I have it because I'm a hoarder, but I don't really use it. And I don't want to do this. Guys, be nice to each other. Never fails. Richard just can't leave Fat Cat alone. What about like a bolt of cloth? And they don't need at the moment. An empty laundry basin thing, because maybe they gotta bring stuff in. Maybe some log storage. I'm putting so much stuff here. I'm putting so much stuff here. This is what I always do, and then I get rid of like half of it. It's just because I don't tend to have like a clear concept, because half the time I can never find what I'm looking for anyways. So I try not to get ahead of myself. I thought this was going to be a short video. Nope. We're going to do a quick hot pause here. Okay. I swear I should just rename my channel to Klaus Cannot Make Short Videos to Save Her Life. I get real caught up. But On the bright side, I'm pretty sure anyone who's watching this realizes that by now. You go in expecting a 30-minute video for something probably could have taken me 15, but I wouldn't have been satisfied with it. Which is the main issue. Ooh, I can use these now. Yes, because I do have my little alchemist person. I kind of want to do a little stone path just right here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to resist. I want the lots to be different. We're not going to do it. We're going to think about it, but we're not going to do it.
Hello, Richard. You have lots to say.
He's not going to be happy with me like in 2 days because somebody's going to the vet. Yes, we are going to the vet. We are getting shots. We are booking our pre-neuter because that's important. Spaying and neutering your pets is important. I don't want him to get wild and sniff out some lady cat and go running off on me. No, I don't want that. Who is that game show host that always talked about spay and neuter your pets? I feel like that. Was it Alex Trebek? I don't know. I'm not really good with those types of things. You do not go in the desk, cat. Whoever he was, he had a good message. Good, solid, positive message. Would they have a watering can?
Hey, get off the desk. You don't go up there.
Sassiest little tabby cat, I swear. What's on that? I'm not even gonna put this in the room, but I'm like, what does that say? Wesser? Is that from Blackie Simzu? Blackies? I don't know. Ah, fiddlesticks. You know what? We have enough stuff. We have so much stuff. I need to stop. That was good in a way because that made me stop. Okay. So vaguely I've got everything kind of where I want it. Like he'd have this like outside of his room. What else? What else? What else? What else? Let's put a barrel over here. Like they would have just firewood kind of neatly stacked. Crates. Do those fit on the crates? They do. I am gonna adjust all of these too. Don't you worry. I don't know why you would worry, but if you were worrying, don't worry. These here, we'll put the bucket there. Well, we've already got a bucket. And then that will go here. So it's very crowded now, but I really like it. I'm quite pleased with this. Okay. Back with the cheat. First things first. We're gonna put, I know it clips a little bit, but I don't care. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Boots under there. This I know is already clipping. Oh, it's not. Oh, am I thinking of a different one? I must be, because it's not clipping. Cool. Saves me more time. Okay, so let's get this right here. This. I imagine this spot is maybe like when they're getting up in the morning, they're getting ready for their day. That's why there's boots kind of waiting. Did I do that through the wall? Yes, I did. Okay. So yeah, this is a very open kind of space, but oh no. I don't think it's in the way if I do that. It shouldn't be in the way. Okay. Do you want to walk through block? You get a walk through block. Oh, bow. Fine. Actually, let's just... Okay. Can you go in the walkthrough block? You can. Can I grab the walkthrough block after? Yes. Don't I have some that are counter height? Yes. Is there a dog outside barking? I feel like there is. I'm like right by the dog park in my apartment complex, so that happens. But I would not trade it for the world because I can live vicariously through all the people who are brave enough to have dogs in apartments. I am not that brave. Mostly because that requires taking them out way more than I want to at awful hours. So they have my respect, but yeah. Like there's someone with a Great Dane, which is baffling to me. These are not very big apartments. Someone else has a husky. Actually, a few people have huskies, and I'm like, how? Huskies are already so high energy and a little crazy. In a good way. But they're still a little nutty. So I cannot imagine having a husky with all their huskyisms in an apartment. Like, that's baffling. They probably get up to so many shenanigans. Which I approve of. I wholeheartedly approve of all husky shenanigans. I just don't like people who get huskies and then realize what they've done. I'm like, yeah, you got a husky. They're like, but it was on the counter. Yeah, it's a husky. We told it not to jump up, so it just climbed on the counter instead. That's what they do. I actually had, this is not something to emulate or be like, yeah, that's so cool, but I had a wolf hybrid. And she was like a wolf hybrid German Shepherd Rottweiler, like the weirdest combination of things. And she was so smart. And I yelled at her because she kept getting in the trash. She hadn't, before she came to live with me, she lived with my parents, and they were like out in the country, so she could just roam wild. But I lived in a teeny tiny manufactured home, and she couldn't stay with my parents anymore because a farmer shot her with buckshot because she was being what she was. And so she couldn't stay out there anymore, and so they either had to get rid of her or someone had to take her, and of course she was my dog to begin with, so I'm like, hand her over, not realizing what I was getting myself into, really, because I mean, I even knew the dog, and I was like, oh, she'll be fine. Yeah. I yelled at her for jumping on the counter, and so the next day I came home from work, and she was standing on top of my stove eating out of the trash. Or not for getting out of the for eating out of the trash is what she got yelled at. Yeah, she was standing on the stove eating out of the trash, like, oh, okay, so you don't want me to jump up? I can just do this. This is fine. Dog. She was great though. She was a cool dog. I really miss her. I only had her, she was really young when we originally got her, and then when I got her she was only like 2 or 3, but she ended up getting a brain tumor, which was really sad and really awful, and I ended up having to put her down because she was getting a little, I mean, she was a big dog, and so she was getting kind of randomly aggressive. And it was because she had the tumor. It was messing with her brain. She was not an aggressive dog before that. She was super sweet, super nice. And yeah, so that was really sad. I don't mean to tell you a sad story, but I did enjoy having a dog, and I miss having a dog. And now I live vicariously through my neighbors, is the point of that. Also, don't get wolf hybrids. It's also my point. Like, that was not on purpose. Some guy's dog literally got knocked up by a wolf, and my parents thought it would be cool for us to have 2. And so we had Cheyenne and Smokey. Smokey, I did not take with me when my parents made the decision that they shouldn't stay on the property anymore, because she just she didn't listen to women at all, so we found her a different home. Which is good, because you want to do what's best for the animals, for any animal you have. And so it wasn't safe for them to be at my parents' house anymore. These are floating, aren't they? I don't think I care. But yeah, like, if you can't keep them, which pets are a lifelong responsibility, you should really consider that when getting one. But if something happens and you can't, like, at least make sure that you're really looking out for them and giving them a good second home. Because so many people just don't, it drives me nuts. You see them on Facebook or whatever, and they're just, oh, free dog. Or, like, they charge a rehoming fee, but they're like, they don't even pay attention to where they're going. That's why I prefer people to drop them off at shelters, because shelters are at least gonna do a check, but it's hard. It's not fun. Anyway, I am just on an animal kick today. We are done with the hallway. I decided to go with rushes, because I wanted a rug, but it wasn't working out. So yeah, this is our hallway. I rather like it. Why are the ceilings not on, though? Real questions. Do I not have a real ceiling on there yet? I do. Key. Okay, now it is. I'm really happy with this. I didn't expect it to turn... I thought it was going to be fairly empty. Those are floating, but I'll fix that later. But yeah, I really like what we got going on here. They've got some animals, a lot of different storage things, a little beagle, some alchemy things. I feel like it's a good blend of all of them, and it's a workable space. I actually really like this corner. I'm not hanging much on the wall. I might put a tapestry there, but there shouldn't be a lot of art out here because they're already a poor, you know, they're a peasant family. They are not wealthy. They wouldn't waste what money they had decorating a room that they're never really in. But we will give them just one kind of tapestry thing there. And yeah, so this is it. We are actually done with this lot now. Completely done. For real. For realsies. And I'm really happy with this lot. Like, you have no idea. The sheep are so delightful. Like, cannot handle it. So, yeah, we are done with the Sturladaughter family. Next time, I have no idea what I gotta do a couple more lot tours. And work more on my exotic merchant house, which I'm hesitating to work on because I know it's going to be very involved in a multiple video thing. But for now, this is our hallway. This is our Sturladaughter household. Next time we see them, these lovely little people here, we'll actually be playing. Why is that like that? So thank you so much for watching, for just hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.